got things under control, Kent?
Always.
Good morning. It's super early. Shh. I'm just kidding. Look at that sun. We're being lazy today because we found this great camping spot. We're not in any hurry to get on out of here. So we're making breakfast and you know, when you're going to hit the trail quickly, of course, you just do a quick breakfast. I recommend like a power bar and a thing of yogurt, instant coffee, boom, on the trail. But hey, hold on. When I say instant, what am I talking about here? You got to get the good stuff, right? So, in no hurry to get anywhere. We're going to see some great sights, but we're enjoying this lazy day this morning. We all been around camp. It also gives us an opportunity to look at our rigs, make sure things are all squared away, and a benefit of traveling with a crew. There's a trade-off, all right? You got to know this trade-off. You go above 4 or 5 rigs and stuff starts breaking because you're just increasing the chance that stuff is going to break. So it'll take you longer to get anywhere because the requirements of a larger group slow you down. It's just a fact. A nice size, you get like 5, 6 rigs together. You're acting as a support vehicle to everyone else. So, you know, Mike and his brand new Raptor, he don't need nothing. Cause you know, I mean, it's a brand new Raptor. But we can help each other out with whatever we got in our toolkit and, you know, just check on and maintain the rigs. On your downtime days, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you just go over your rigs and make sure you're all in good shape.
So we crack some eggs, please?
I will. What are we having for breakfast?
We're having scrambled eggs with feta, mushroom, and asparagus, and Bill's got the fixins for some toast.
Woot!
We're gonna basically fry bread in butter.
Right on. This is good. This is good. We got any flapjacks?
Dude, that's for tomorrow.
Oh, flapjacks tomorrow. Okay. All right, let's set some goals. What are we doing today? We're meeting up with the rest of the Overland Bound crew because we're doing a cleanup with the National Park Service here on the Mojave Road. It's an organized event. So, you know, when we're out here trekking and stuff, you got to leave it better than you found it. So we're going to join up with Overland Bound members and do our part. Hit you on trail. We're here at Government Holes. That's what it's called, along the Mojave Road. Local legend has it, last great shootout of the Old West happened right here at Government Holes.
Yeah, we gotta get that full story.
We'll get the full story from Dave Nichols, one of our National Park Service hosts. Throughout the day, we created memories we'll never forget, exploring petroglyphs, caves, and ghost towns. As the sun went down, we rolled up on the rest of the Overland Bound crew, and it was time to catch up with my good friend, Mike Gauthier. He is the National Park Service Superintendent for the Mojave National Preserve. With the Park Service and the BLM, Overland Bound members around the country have removed over 50 tons of garbage from our national public spaces, with the plan to do much more. Maybe you can join us. All right. Hey, I am here with Mike Gauthier of the National Park Service. You know, we are very happy to be out here collaborating with you. We got a bunch of Overland Bound members. What are we doing out here this weekend?
Well, you're enjoying your public lands first and foremost.
Yep.
So that might be why everybody's having a good time with Smiles.
Absolutely.
We're happy to see you also. That's sincere. It's great to partner with groups and do large-scale conservation work that we can't often tackle on our own. And then to couple that with springtime, the nice weather, the blooming flowers, people getting interested in their public lands, camping on them, giving back. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing this weekend.
Right. This collaboration, you know, we worked together last year on this location, and then this year we're hoping to finish up a couple of projects, but there are plenty more to do.
Yeah. So there are endless needs for public land managers. The Park Service, has them also. We do appreciate the cleanup that you did at Death Valley Mine last fall too, and it'd be nice to wrap that project up. A lot of trash and debris was left there, and you guys took a significant chunk out of it last fall, if I recall, 15 tons.
Yeah, so it's 15 tons last year.
Yeah.
Maybe we can match it this year or beat it.
Or knock it out altogether. So there's that, and then but two other cool projects, and one of them is particularly important. It's helping us establish a better boundary to protect the wilderness area and delineate a campground that's growing in popularity. And so, establishing better campsites, fire rings, and boundaries around that, which then allow people to enjoy the wilderness and access it quickly for a hike. It's one of our more popular sites at Kelso Dunes. So I think the public will quickly see after the end of the weekend improvements there. It is healthy to be outside. It's good for it's good for your mind, it's good for your soul, and we really are appreciative for the Overland Bound. I mean, this is the third time in a year you've joined us to partner, and it's really kicked off our volunteer program, and it brings people together. So yeah, Michael, we're really happy that you guys are here.
Great, really, fantastic, and we're happy for the partnership and to work together to be able to do this. That's fantastic, and I can think of Overland Bound. We're boots on the ground. We can be deployed as our membership increases. Of course, we want to keep doing that. And I can think of a first benchmark, which would be 100 tons of garbage out of our national parks. Would be fantastic.
Yeah, see, that's actually brilliant thinking. And it's good to recognize that there are other park units where your members have fun, right? Like they don't have to be Mojave National Preserve. There's many other places where they go. So that's a lofty goal, and I actually suspect that your team will easily reach it eventually.
Yeah, let's do it.
There'll be a lot of and there'll be a lot of good memories along the way too.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Good morning. So we're rolling out with the Park Service. We have 3 jobs going today. One, out at the Kelso Dunes. It's one of the biggest things out here is folks making their own trail, and then it creates a sight line, and then other people follow it, and you end up with traffic going into areas that there shouldn't be traffic. So we're going to help out there. And then there is out at the Kessler Ranch, there's a barn that is not that is not historically accurate. We're going to disassemble that and reuse that elsewhere at a local ranch. And then we're going to continue our work at the Death Valley Mine. There was a pit where people threw garbage for years and years and years. We did about half of it last year, and that was about 15 tons of garbage. We're hoping to get out there and do the second half today and finish up that work, which will feel really good. But it's a challenge because there's a lot of stuff there. There might be more than 15 tons, so we'll see how far we get. If we don't finish it up, we'll come back again. All right, we're about to hit the road. You got things under control, Ken?
Always.
Cool. Where are you up to?
Kessler Ranch.
Right on. Demo crew.
Demo.
Okay, good deal. I'm with Jacob, and Jacob, you're gonna put this barn back to some good use, or at least try.
That is correct.
Yeah. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about the backstory here, where we're standing, what this property is, and how this will be put to use.
Well, I run a small cattle ranch ever since I grew up doing ranching and cattle. So when we left, I run cattle now on private property. There's a big section of private property. I still run about 100 head of cattle.
Right on.
So this is a good improvement to it, and I'm excited to have it. The property this barn sits on was once my family's ranch before the Park Service took it over.
Right.
And this barn here, my family moved it up here in the 70s from SEMA. It was an old barn along the Edison power line. And when they were going to tear it out, my family was like, well, we can repurpose it here. Then I got word that the Park Service wanted to tear it down. I figured, well, I can repurpose it on my little ranch.
Right.
So I figured I made some phone calls, and I came up and give you guys a hand carrying it down. Well, we can show it some more good use for years to come.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so we're glad to be here and put boots on the ground to help out, and we'll try not to break too much stuff.
No, the volunteers are doing excellent. The people that came out, they know exactly what they're doing. They're really good folks.
Good, right on. Now, how will you put the barn to use?
I'll probably store hay in it, or other machinery and stuff in there, keep it out of the elements.
Yep.
So it's a really sound barn. The wood's good wood, good tin.
Good.
So a little TLC will be back in good working order.
Good, right on. Jacob, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
No problem, thank you.
Yeah. All right, now, like I said, we had 3 jobs today with the jobs to do with the National Park Service, and this might have been one of the largest ones, though they were all a ton of work. But this trench here was absolutely filled with garbage, and they probably moved about 12 to 15 tons of garbage out of this trench. So that's what the community does. We collaborate, we'll continue to do that. We want to leave places better than we found it. As we travel out here, we're looking forward to more collaboration with the National Park Service and other organizations to keep our public lands open. Hey, thanks to Kent Reynolds. Kent Reynolds is Overland Bound's executive director, and he helps with these projects. So it's been a ton of work today. We're glad we were able to stop by. A lot of folks just getting into overlanding or outdoor adventure might not know that you also have an obligation to help and put boots on the ground and get out there and help to keep these public spaces open. All right, now we're gonna get back on the trail.